All right, let's talk about something that runs pretty much our entire digital world, but can feel, well, a little abstract. We're going to pull back the curtain on the server. And my promise to you is that by the end of this, you'll get it. Completely. Let's jump right in.
So, what even is a server? I mean, really, you hear the term thrown around all the time, right? The server's down, or connecting to the server. But what is that thing actually doing? Think of it as the secret engine room of the internet, and today, we're getting the keys.
And to do that, we are skipping all the confusing diagrams and the super technical jargon. Instead, we're going to use a really simple analogy that I think everyone can get behind. We're going to explain servers by taking a trip to a restaurant.
Okay, so imagine you're walking into your favorite restaurant. You sit down, you're hungry, but you don't just get up and walk into the kitchen to start cooking your own meal, do you? Of course not. There's a whole system in place to handle everything for you. And that system, it's the perfect way to understand how servers work.
So to really get this system, we first need to meet the key players at the table. Let's figure out who's who in our little dinner story and see how the real world maps directly to the digital one.
First up, there's you, the customer. You're sitting there ready to order something. In the tech world, this makes you the client. Now, it's not you personally, but it's your device, your laptop, your phone, whatever you're using. That's the thing that's about to ask for something.
Next, what do? You pick up the menu. And what is a menu? It's just a list of all the things the restaurant can possibly make for you. It lays out all the options. In the digital world, this is exactly like the list of available services that a server can provide.
And these services are things you use every single day without even thinking about it. You know, asking for a website to load, sending an email, grabbing a file from a shared drive, trying to log in somewhere, even using company apps like Payroll. Every single one of those is an item on the digital menu.
Okay, so now the waiter comes to your table. This role is absolutely crucial. The waiter doesn't cook your food, right? Their only job is to be the messenger. They take your order to the kitchen, and they bring the finished plate back to you. In our story, the waiter is the network.
The network is all the invisible stuff in between your device and the server. It's your Wi-Fi connection, it's the cables, the routers, the firewalls, all of it. It's the communication highway. And just like a real waiter, if the network can't get your request to the kitchen, well, your order's lost. The connection just fails. So, you've made your decision. You know what you want from the menu. You've got your waiter, our network, standing by, ready to go. Now it's time to actually place your order, or, in tech terms, to make a request.
You know when you tell the waiter, I'll have the burger, medium rare, no onions, and they scribble it down on their little notepad. That little ticket is a very specific, detailed instruction. Well, that is the request. It's the precise command your device sends out through the network.
And these little digital order tickets are flying around constantly, and each one speaks a slightly different language. When you type in a web address, your browser sends an HTTP request. That's a ticket that says, hey, open this website. When you log in, it might be LDAP, grabbing a file, maybe SMB. Every single action you take starts with one of these specific digital order tickets.
The waiter has taken your order and disappeared through those swinging doors into the back. And now we get to the heart of the entire operation. Let's go inside the digital kitchen, because this is where all the magic happens.
Okay, here it is. This is the whole key to understanding everything. The kitchen is the server. That's it. That's the big secret. It's the powerful, centralized place that has all the resources, all the ingredients, all the expertise to fulfill any request that comes in. It's why we go to restaurants instead of building an industrial kitchen in our own homes. And it's why we use servers.
And just look at how perfectly this all lines up. A kitchen has ingredients and recipes, right? Well, a server has data, files, and databases. A kitchen has its staff and its ovens to do the actual work. A server has its processing power, its CPU and RAM. The kitchen has rules for how to cook a dish. A server has applications and rules that tell it how to process a request. It's a perfect one-to-one match.
So, after the kitchen, our server does its work. It produces the final result. You know, the perfectly cooked burger on a plate, ready to go. This is the response. It's the finished product, prepared by the server, and it's ready to be handed back to our waiter, the network, to bring back to you.
In the digital world, that response is that little moment of success. It's the web page finally loading in your browser. It's the document you clicked on actually opening. It's seeing that login successful message, or getting a confirmation that your payment went through. It just means the server did its job. Your food has arrived.
Okay, let's bring this all home and just boil it down to the most important part. If you remember nothing else from all this, this is the one thing to lock in.
The entire interaction, everything we've talked about, is just a simple 3-step loop. 1, your device, the client, asks for something. 2, the network, our waiter, delivers that request. And 3, the server, our kitchen, produces the result and sends it back. Ask, deliver, produce. That's the entire game, right there.
So here's our new super simple definition. A server isn't some mystical, complicated black box. It's just like the kitchen in a restaurant. It is the powerful, centralized place where requests get fulfilled. Simple as that. Which brings us to one final, really important thought. We've all seen that server not found error online, right? Now you know exactly what that means. It just means the kitchen is closed. And if the kitchen is closed, everybody goes hungry. And that, right there, is why servers are so important.